So for our project, we did Rio de Janeiro. Rio is split into 4 zones: west, south, north, and the center. This is a map of them. The north zone is 25% of the city, and 50% of the population lives in the north zone. So there's 50% of the population in 25% of the city. It is made up of 17 administrative areas and about 100 neighborhoods and sub-neighborhoods. A lot of the problems that they have are growing slums, increase in poverty, crime, violence, drug trafficking, and criminal versus militia gangs. There's a lack of funding, which leads to lack of infrastructure, recession, and it causes people to move to new areas if they have the money. It's also the location of the Maracana Stadium. I don't think I'm saying that right, but it's a big stadium in Rio that you always see on TV. It's also the international airport, and it features many tourist attractions. The West Zone is one of the least populated areas because it's very spread out. It's half of, I believe it's half of Rio, the state. It has 60% of the slums, covers more than half of Rio. It has 8 administrative areas and 40 neighborhoods, and it is, as I said, the least densely populated district, but it is the city with the largest green space. Challenges they face are flooding, growing slums, drug gangs, and high crime rates. The 2016 Olympics will be held there, and 40 years ago, this area was practically empty. The South Zone, it's normally where tourists stay. It has a lot of tourist attractions, a lot of very nice hotels, a lot of beaches. As you can see, I don't know if you can see this picture very well, but it's very pretty. It's surrounded by water. It's like a beautiful area, and it's also very close to downtown. The center, or downtown zone, is known as Centro, and it is referred to as the heart of the city. Most of the city's notable churches and museums are located there, including the Modern Art Museum. It is a very historical area, and this is where the Christ the Redeemer statue is. It's a very famous statue that I'm sure you've all seen. Cities and slums. Slums are known as favelas, I think that's how you say them, and cities are known as asphalts. The state never really paid too much attention to them in the past, to slums in the past, so that's why they're not very good areas, but lately they have been trying to improve slum conditions, and they're currently developing social and urbanization projects. Urbanization in Rio is caused by quite a bit of rural to urban migration, and it's led to a huge growth in slums. Slums cannot grow due to physical features. To the north and the west there are mountain ranges, and south and east there's a lot of water, so they can't expand the area. So a lot of people it's all centered in one area. From 2004 to 2010, 218 new slums emerged in Rio, and there's a very big criminal gang versus military gang in the slums, so they always are clashing heads, and it's not good for the area. This is just to give you a size of Rio compared to Columbus and Rhode Island. So Rhode Island is 1,212 square miles. Columbus is 223.1 square miles, and Rio is 486 square miles. So it's not very big for a state, and there's a lot of people who live there. One of the biggest problems facing slums are traffic congestion, and overcrowding. Just a little bit of background. In 1970, 13% of cities, the city's population lived in slums, and now 22% of the population lives in slums, which is about 1.4 out of 6.3 million.